storm the beaches for a dangerous frontal assault. Jungle, hide among the leaves and employ guerrilla warfare. Castle, a powerful defensive fortress. Observation, survey the area and keep an eye on the competition. Hint, where one wrong step can mean the difference between shortcut and cut short. Who will survive inside Kildome, USA?
Watch Kildome at 7, only on Violence TV. A vote for Futureman is a vote for the future. Argus stock up 5 points in the wake of recent crime.
The bullets are real. The danger is real. The excitement is real. Coming to you live from Governor's Island, Argus presents the deadliest game show ever aired. Kildome, USA. Watch as 5 low-down punks and 5 Argus enforcers go head-to-head in the ultimate combat challenge. D-Day. Storm the beaches for a dangerous frontal assault. Jungle, hide among the leaves and employ guerrilla warfare. Castle, a powerful defensive fortress. Observation, survey the area and keep an eye on the competition. Hint, where one wrong step can mean the difference between shortcut and cut short. Who will survive inside Kildome, USA?
Watch Kildome at 7, only on Violence TV. A vote for Futureman is a vote for the future. Argus stock up 5 points in the wake of recent crime.
The bullets are real. The danger is real. The excitement is real. Coming to you live from Governor's Island, Argus presents the deadliest game show ever aired. Kildome, USA. Watch as 5 low-down punks and 5 Argus enforcers go head-to-head in the ultimate combat challenge. D-Day. Storm the beaches for a dangerous frontal assault. Jungle, hide among the leaves and employ guerrilla warfare. Castle, a powerful defensive fortress. Observation, survey the area and keep an eye on the competition. Hint, where one wrong step can mean the difference between shortcut and cut short. Who will survive inside Kildome, USA?
Watch Kildome at 7, only on Violence TV. A vote for Futureman is a vote for the future. Argus stock up 5 points in the wake of recent crime.
The bullets are real. The danger is real. The excitement is real. Coming to you live from Governor's Island, Argus presents the deadliest game show ever aired. Kildome, USA. Watch as 5 low-down punks and 5 Argus enforcers go head-to-head in the ultimate combat challenge. D-Day. Storm the beaches for a dangerous frontal assault. Jungle, hide among the leaves and employ guerrilla warfare. Castle, a powerful defensive fortress. Observation, survey the area and keep an eye on the competition. Hint, where one wrong step can mean the difference between shortcut and cut short. Who will survive inside Kildome, USA?
Watch Kildome at 7, only on Violence TV. A vote for Futureman is a vote for the future. Argus stock up 5 points in the wake of recent crime.
The bullets are real. The danger is real. The excitement is real. Coming to you live from Governor's Island, Argus presents the deadliest game show ever aired. Kildome, USA. Watch as 5 low-down punks and 5 Argus Enforcers go head-to-head in the ultimate combat challenge, E-Day. Storm the beaches for a dangerous frontal assault. Jungle. Hide among the leaves and employ guerrilla warfare. Castle. A powerful defensive fortress. Observation. Survey the area and keep an eye on the competition. Hint. Where one wrong step can mean the difference between shortcut and cut short. Who will survive inside Kildome, USA?
Watch Kildome at 7, only on Violence TV. A vote for Futureman is a vote for the future. Argus stock up 5 points in the wake of recent crime.
The bullets are real. The danger is real. The excitement is real. Coming to you live from Governor's Island, Argus presents the deadliest game show ever aired. Kildome, USA. Watch as 5 low-down punks and 5 Argus Enforcers go head-to-head in the ultimate combat challenge, E-Day. Storm the beaches for a dangerous frontal assault. Jungle. Hide among the leaves and employ guerrilla warfare. Castle. A powerful defensive fortress.
Oh, my camera's not working. Thank you very much, camera. Awesome. Very cool. So cool. Let me fix my camera quickly. Has that fixed it? No. One moment. One moment. Whoa! Hello, everyone. Tis I, Tetra. Back with more map making. My mic's quite close, which is why it's peaking. No peaking. Anyway, welcome to map making. Let's get started. I did a poll in Discord. Join the Discord. What map are we making? It's between a factory or a dome. Let's make a factory. I don't think we make many factories on stream. But here we are. Making a factory. Let's make a lovely factory. What we'll do is we'll make a factory. We'll make a factory. We'll make a dome. We'll do all 5. We'll do all 5, and we'll see where see what to do from then on. Cheers. Ignore this. This isn't. Don't look at that. Don't look at whatever that is. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Let me turn the music down a bit. Let's have a look. Not a bad map. Servers is a bit blocked off though. It's the only problem with servers. It's quite cramped. What if I removed servers? What's the spawn chance with it? So it's the same as everything else. But it seems to come so much more often. What if I set this to 10? Let's reduce it. Hello, Tommy. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. To the stream. Oh my god, that's blinding. I want to open up TikTok chat. Again, not much connecting there. Not good rotates. Just fine. Here we are. This is a good map. I like this one. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. I assume this is just using existing tiles and not making a brand new tile set. This is, yes, just using existing tile sets. Yes. Quick question for the test. Quick question for the testing application. Do you guys know how much time a week you guys would expect from us if we selected? I'm really interested in doing it, but I have a pretty packed college schedule. I want to know what would be expected. It used to be, and will probably stay as like one test a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. It's whenever we have something to do, and it would be like an hour or two an evening, or evening for us. But it's really not much. We just basically what we do is we'll give you a key to a special version of the game, the beta version, and we'll basically go, hello guys, we're going to be doing a test at this time. Show up if you want to. Don't have to. Show up if you want to. And then you just play a couple of games with the new stuff. He might ask you to test some certain things. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So it's not crazy, I'd say. It's not crazy. The goat has returned. Thank you very much, Tanker. I appreciate that. That sounds pretty easy. It is pretty easy. We just want basically a good feedback system. So we can basically go, hey guys, we got this new feature. We're going to test it with you guys before it goes to the public. Get some early feedback on it so we can edit it. And then obviously we'll get feedback from the community once it's out and edit it then. The reason why we haven't been able to do cadet tests as of, like, we had a cadet system before. The reason we weren't able to get many cadet tests done then is because we didn't have any test servers. Test servers aren't, we can't, we're not in control of the test servers right now. So we're just doing it off our own servers. So it's very, very scuffed. Guys, I'm breaking NDA. They're adding twerking on us emotes to next update. We are. That's true. That's breaking NDA. But yeah, the last cadet system, it was very lax. A lot of things, like, you know, we're gonna try and keep everything under wraps this time. We're gonna make it, you know, we're gonna make it very under wraps because we don't want things that aren't finished going to the public, because that's happened a lot, and it means that the problem is that with the old cadet system is that everyone that was a cadet would just take it as this is it, this is the finished product, when a lot of it was whip. Anyway, back to making maps. Right, we're gonna do this. And I'm going to make, this is quite tight, but I'm going to add a staircase here. I'm going to add a lovely staircase here. Down one. There we go. Get that done there. That's quite nice, I like that. Let's move some of these boxes out. Can I move these out? Are these movable? They are. Let's move a box out so that we've got some cover on this side for both teams, depending on which way you push. This seems too close to that. A bit of rotating. See, is that too much? That's the thing. Is that too much cover? I think we create office up here. I think the office goes up here. I think that's a good spot for it. I can't be there. I think it has to be there. Then that means that this is a bit scuffed. I could change this actually. Is it ever okay to have two of the same section on a map? Like, for example, a Kildome with two separate castles or a factory with two offices? I've done it before. There's been maps that have had that, and they've worked quite well. So sometimes I might do like a south/north office, which is quite fun. It's gone down quite well, I think. So we could do one of those for the stream. We could do some fun stuff because we're on stream. We could do some fun stuff. So let me finish this factory, and then we'll do some fun stuff. Do you want my process? That's so stupid. See what we can do here. All right, this is a good idea. I like this. I like this. We remove this. Goodbye toxic. We pull in this floor piece. And hear me out. We do a no man's land. Hear me out. No man's land. We need another entrance into office here. This office is got a lot of entrance to it. Sally gonna take me there. Interesting. I feel like I haven't seen them very often. I was wondering what the guidelines do following creation of maps. The guidelines on creation of maps are they're not as crazy as I feel you might think they are. Like, for example, is this all lined up? Yeah, I think so. Oh, hello. Like, for example, on this. So, really, you kind of want to refrain from doing a room that is a nexus, which is a room that has several exits / entrances. The problem is that Office has no other way to work unless it's a nexus, because it intercepts both server farm and storage. So we're gonna have to make it work. We're gonna do this. We're gonna slap a container wall there, and we're gonna do this. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. The lighting on Kildome Performance map was really sick. Honestly, would be a cool variant of Kildome. Having the factory stuff. The factory stuff was quite cool. The problem is though, like, so the April Fool's map, obviously, the April Fool's update obviously went down, you know, not as we expected it to be. You know, I expected it to be, you know, more of a, oh, this is cool type of thing. But it turned out that really no one sort of liked it. I think personally, that is like, I think a fun thing, day thing, is like my type of thing. That's what I would want from an April Fool's update. For like, just a thing that's like, oh, haha, look, it's funny. The arena lighting on the wooden interior looked very grungy. That was really cool. See, the thing is if you don't know, Kildome was always meant to be, like, Kill House was always meant to be, like, on, Kill House used to be on Kildome, on the background. But due to some reasons, it didn't end up working out because of a whole host of reasons. Most of them being kind of, Annapurna was very much like, no, we can't call it Probation Dome. So then we made Kildome, because Kildome was like a big art project. It's quite cool. Big art project. Quite fun. But yeah. What can I add here? See, this is the problem, is all this stuff is in different folders. I just want you. I just want some desks. So then I can do this. And I can go like so. And then I can go like, I could double it. Double it and give it to the next person. I'm gonna double it and give it to the next person and do that. Can you spawn in there? That'd be my only worry. But wait, hold on. Jigsaw piece it. That's quite satisfying. Ooh. Yeah, and the idea of elevating the arena was a good change. Yeah, there was Kildome definitely had its issues, but it was a great art project. I think it really showed the game off pretty well. and like what we're about. So I think it was a good idea. Right. That's quite fun. That's quite a busy office. That's good. Post room. What is post room going to give us? This does look very fun. I've always loved making maps in games like Halo with the Forge mode. This reminds me a lot of that process a lot. It's really good. Quite fun. I enjoy it. C-Store needs to have a Greg's. Imagine DPR MS being like, oh, let's breach a Greg's. Hit me out, Weatherspoon's map. Should have made a Weatherspoon's April Fool's map. that'll be next year's. A cargo. Is it gonna be here? What is this? Oh, old stuff. Oh my gosh, pardon me. Is it here? No. Is it called No Man's? No. What would it be under? Container grid? No. Kildome needs a water slide. See, that's what we should add. I've always been of the idea that Kildome should have. What is this? Old fan? Okay. Kildome should have seasons. So, like, ideally, what we'd do is we'd have Kildome have like a lot of tiles, because right now it only has 5 things. It has castle, pit, observation, jungle, beach / D-Day. There's only 5 rooms, but it'd be great if we could swap that out. So we could do like season 2 of Kildome, where we have like a Wild West theme and a pirate theme, and like all these themes that can then we like every like ranked season we can be like, oh, Kildome season 3 is happening, and it swaps out to be like whatever. Kildome Battle Pass, 10 seasons and microtransactions. Boo! We hate microtransactions. Boo! I don't know what I'm looking for. Crate. Crate? Would it be under crate? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen it under crate. Fuck. Factory. Aha! Found it! Place. Cargo hold. I think we place 2. We do 1 here. And we do 1 rotate this way. Here. Oh, see, look. This is fucking cooking! Cook! And then we do that. Because then it means that shotguns can still be useful, but not crazy useful. Making Kildome more hype than it already is would be pog. Exactly. Kildome seems to be a pretty neat idea, though. Be like a new tile set, but not actually. Exactly. It'd be good, because then we don't have the issue of just, like, of too much content. Because that's the problem. I feel like the problem is that at some point you get to the issue of, like, this is, like, there's so much content. Because we could infinitely create tile sets and just have content going, spreading the wazoo. I was doing the art process for Kildome on ArtStation, and they mentioned that they had a wheel section. Off to the side of the map where what looks like stored props containers, and the goal was to imply that there was a stage replacement swap out of the show. Yes. That is there. No way. There's the finals logo on the containers. Yeah, we stole that. No, I'm joking. This was ours before the finals came along. Embark, I'm looking at you. Embark, please give me an Arc Raiders key early. Please. And give me like 1 million multi-bucks. That'd be great. You should vault bank every bank holiday Monday. No bank on bank holiday Monday. Get it gone. Cargo. See, I want to put stuff on top of it. Because I don't like that's fun and all, having just one. It's nice if it goes up, but the problem is then I have to make it disappear. I have to do some extra fun stuff. Hello. Contain a shell. You're exactly what I want. Just add a couple of crates of stuff on top. And the real question is, can I please let me... Where are they? Where are the skins, please? Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be a Kildome themed one. Yes. Okay, and then we have to put these... Ready, this is going to be weird. We're going to put these on rooftop layer. So then... Hold on, let's see if it works. If this works, I'm a genius. I'm a genius! I am a genius. You see, it'd be so funny because one of the things you could do is that no one ever noticed. Exactly, no one would notice. No one would notice. From us. Fallout Defenders are going to rat around those containers very hard. They usually do. But it means that flashes shall be used correctly. Oh wait, I don't want this one to be Kildome themed. We don't want two Kildome. What can I do this? What's this? What company is this? Orange. Great. Just the Orange Company. Wait, that is a company. It's not the Orange Company. I promise it's not. It's not the Orange Company. I promise I'm not stealing the Orange Company. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted.
Frag grenade, my beloved. Exactly.
What engine do you guys use for GPRS? We use Unity. We use Unity 2021. Let's replace the roof. Let's replace these to be orange. They're Durant. I see. Slap these on rooftop layer. Rooftop layer. Perfect. All good. All perfect. Wonderful. We get a bit of colour on factory. Quite rare to have colour on factory. Okay. Lighting. Portable. There we are. Yes! Generate all the stairs. This is beautiful. We don't need stairs for you, though. You can... Hold on. Relax. You don't need to generate stairs, mate. Let's turn off map overdraw. We all good on this? Yep, all good on that. I know it isn't proposed anymore, but replacing the toxic texture with lava will be pretty funny. Welcome to Lava Factory. I could do that, I think. I think they're the same. Large. Oh. Okay, well that's not what I wanted to do. Please do not hit the... lava. Why does Argos hate the Defenders dude so much? I don't know. Just, I guess they're not friends or something, I don't know. I haven't placed any doors on this map. Just realised. Red door here. What I want to do is red door here. Green door here. Red door here. I think that's good. I think that's a good mix.
Oh.
And then we put power in servers. Let me move this so you don't get stuck in it. Oh, you might get stuck in that though. There we go. This looks all good. Perfect. Now here's the issue. You won't have... Yeah, see? I knew it would happen. We move this up. Ready? We just go... Done. Delete that one. Done.
Red doors inside are pretty funny. I forgot the exact map, but there's a factory that's sort of like spiral with a fan opening the bomb. It's really cool. You use the red doors inside.
Yes, I made that one. Yeah, interior red doors are a bit weird because they are almost never used by attackers. They're always used by defenders. I don't think I've seen anyone ever use that red door to enter. If I do this, oh, this is huge brain right here. That's huge brain. I think that's quite cool.
Can we cook lava chicken in the... I'm not gonna laugh. Hello!
Hello. Hello. We're making maps. I need to slap a door here. Doors. Factory. Door. Why have you just done that? Like, I didn't want that. This channel needs to at least get affiliate on Twitch, SMH. Well, the problem is I've lost the login for this Twitch account. So I can't apply for affiliate on this account.
Petrified him with that one. Chat. Oh. Shut the fuck up, USB.
Shut the fuck up. Do we do a spiral? Do we do the curved ramp? I think we do the curved. Curved. I think that maybe not curved. Maybe normal. Well, no, we do this one. Yeah. I need a burnt peanut hooray button. How can I get that? Does anyone know how one acquires that? Done. I need... See, look. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get something. So I bought a new keyboard. I bought a 8-bit Do keyboard, which is great. It's lovely. And I have these buttons I can use. So, like... I could slap things on this. Like, what do we put on this, on these buttons? Because this is like a mini Stream Deck, pretty much. Where do I plug this in again? Here. Let's put it in the A button. Perfect. Okay, the problem is though, is that I've got so much on my desk right now, including drinks. So retro. I know, right? So retro. Alright, I'm putting this away. There's so much just crap on my desk. I need to clear it at some point. Ignore the sound of cans dropping in a Easter egg box. Oh! Oh! Sorry. They're still set up. Oops. I use them for the charity tournament. How do I do it again? Is it Windows and then the key that I want? What can I do to bugs? Anyway, we'll figure that out at some point. I'll do some behind the scenes stuff. Let's slap some boxes in here though, so it's not just completely blank. Come here. We're gonna move you up one, up two. Box number 1. The charity tournament scores. Look. I used it for charity tournament and it worked. So don't diss me on it. That's good enough. And then let's slap one of these here. Let's do this. Let's get a little corner piece action. Now, this does go into a toxic pit. I might... Now, hear me out. Might do this. Because then, what we can do is we can have it so that... This is mega brain for me. Is that we can have it so then people can go into toxic and torch this to gain an entrance into the main area. That's pretty big brain, I think. Right, let's get rid of these trucks. And let's replace these with some actual good ones. Mid cover, yeah. And a cheeky short hold cover. Yeah, I like that. I like this map. This is quite fun. Storage might need a little bit more. Because it's a bit bare bones. Do that, and let's get a shelving. Shelving. Just a cheeky bit of this. Okay, why... Did you not listen to the Control D input that I put in to duplicate it? Love the toxics where all the toxics outside of the toxic room. True. They're fun. I enjoy them. I think they're quite a fun room to play around. Do that. Then we do a bit of this, and then we do a bit of this, 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 do a bit of that, do a bit of this, do a bit of this. Do a bit of generating of this, run pass. Unconditional editor pick. Done, done, done. Map completed. Finito. And then we put you here. I like this truck placement, to be honest. This is quite good. Now, hear me out. Hello. I think we should be alright I think we should be alright with that. If I do this. If I do this and rotate, then we don't have issues of anything. Apart from maybe getting on top of the roof. There we are. We'll do that. Have we done everything? Purple prop, loadouts. Liberty Cell. I like the name of that map. Save! Oh. Heli deployment. I thought I might mix it up. I quite liked the helicopter from April Fools. So it might be that we have a few more helicopters coming in. I think it's quite a fun thing to have. Let's do a bit of deleting these. Oh my god, pardon me. I don't think the helicopter spam through is. Let me see what the, like... I think it's the same range as audio. Blade audio. Where's the cutoff point? I think it's pretty good. Radio shutter. Yeah, I quite like the helicopter. We might see more of it. It's quite fun to have a mix of them. Right, that map's done though. Yeah, okay, can you have a little look at it? A little peek. I will move this though. Oh, bloody hell. Move this here. And then move this over one. Just because then we don't have any issues of people getting on top of boxes. There we are. Slap you on rooftop. Why? Stupid thing. Stupid thing.
It do be clipping with the light though.
Hello Zigolo on the old YouTube. Does it clip? What light? Am I insane? What light? The helicopter? Oh, it do be clipping. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Oh, it's the radio edit. Okay. Radio edit of the song. Great. Yeah. I think this is some fun counterplay. Breach the red door, open up the docks to shoot at them. That's quite fun. Good cover here. I like this map. This is quite fun. Thank you, USB. I appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, I think that's quite a good map. I think it's quite a good map. Oh, I know what I'm missing. A window. Window square. A skylight on fact would be so cool. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, Killzo. Don't lie to yourself. Can I look at the boxes bottom left? These ones. Wow, we've got some cover. Okay, great. Awesome. Did I... No! Please don't tell me I did Control A. Please, please, please. Fuck, I did Control A. RIP to the FPS of the editor. Stop! Wonderful. Great. Perfect. Right, let's do a dome next. That was the second most requested level on the old poll. Let's have a look. It actually was the most. It's changed since I started doing this. We'll do dome, then kill house, then seesaw, then bank. Problem is though, is that took 43 minutes. So, how many new maps were added in the previous patch? Out of curiosity, I believe 10. I think I added 10. Right, I need to figure out a pause button for my music. And a skip button. Preferences. Pardon me. Is there control right arrow? But if I press, yeah, if I press space, it doesn't pause it. Stupid, stupid thing. This isn't too bad of a first gen, to be honest. This is, sorry. Make it very hard for me to get on beach. Can we roll a central observation? I love those maps. Hello, Noon. We can try for a central observation. Problem is, though, is that, right, hold on. Let me do some cheeky stuff. Obs. One. Do an observation. Observation. Delete this one. Go for 3. Well, it's gone, USB. It's gone. Too late. I didn't really like that map, to be honest. Oh, it's because I didn't put Shadowrun. That's silly of me. That's silly of me. I just suck at this stuff. I just suck at this stuff. That a bomb in it's based. See, that'd be ideal. Have bomb jungle. Central observation. Is this the radio edit? Yeah. And all the radio edits. See, how do I change? How do I add like a just like a keybind that I can just pause my music? That's the thing. That's what my old keyboard had, and I'm kind of missing it. You're not you without your custard. Let's do Get Out. I think we've already had this on. Okay, so that just hasn't. I freaking love the level gen. It's really good. I don't know. I've got the right deal. What in the fuck is this? Now, do we keep it? Hello, M. How are you doing? Live. Why is the TikTok live been restricted? Was something changed when the maps only gen 1 boat at beach? I swear it used to be 2-3 boats. It only gens 1, but we can add 2 or 3 boats. Like we can add boats if we wanted to. Actual castle. Don't even think about it. So, can I do a how to Twitch poll bot overlay? Oh, can I do an overlay? Overlay. Right, we're gonna let's get rid of that actually, so you can't see anything. 3-door pit, goated map. See, I want to do a poll. Problem is though, is I can't connect with Twitch. That is the problem. I'm free at last. Problem is I need a like this is me. This is me. This isn't Gek. So I can't do this unless I do. Hold on. No, because it would do it in chat, won't it? It would do a chat. So it just won't work. I can't. Hold. Let's see what we can do. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna pull out this poll. Use map. Yes. No. Stop poll. Okay, so it shows up. But you can't, like, if you were to type 1 or 2, it just doesn't work, right? Because it's not synced to Gek. Oh. Oops. This sucks. This sucks. Why? I can't do anything. This sucks. Finish poll. This sucks. So I really want to do a poll thing, but I can't. See, why can't I just do it where I can just link it with a thing? Drinking all the wine. Like, what is this? This doesn't work. This is just a blank. This sucks. Why can't I just have it linked to a Twitch channel? For tier 3 and tier 2 members? No, thank you. Poll overlay widget. Sorry guys, this isn't map making. Do you know what'd be great if I had access to the Twitch account? That'd be really awesome. But I don't. Sucks. Can I do a poll as? Hold on, wait. I've had a genius idea here. Can I do a poll? / poll, hello? Unknown command poll. Great. I can't do it on mod view, can I? I'm so sorry for anyone that's watching. Unban requests. Deny. Mods can make polls, I believe, but do we have polls enabled? That's the problem. Do we have polls? Is that a thing? How do I do this? I don't understand any of this. I don't know. This sucks. Right, whatever. Whatever. / poll. / vote. This sucks. Because watch, I can go on YouTube and I can do it on YouTube, I bet. Poll. Oh, let's leak my entire... Let's just leak everything. This is good because this is just the Twitch. This is just. Well, this is also just my. Right. If I go here, if chat loads. I've just realised what's about to happen. This is gonna go great. Right. Come on, chat, load. Come on. This is another problem with YouTube. It takes ages for chat to load. I'm going to move this off stream until the chat loads. Because I just realised what an issue, the issue that I've made here. Chat is literally not loading. There it loaded. I saw it load. This sucks. Right, GG's. Let's make this map. Let's ignore this. Let's make maps. Gotta refresh. I refreshed. It didn't work. It didn't work. I bet we could do it in TikTok. I bet I could do a poll in TikTok. Of course you could. I'm going to close the TikTok live. I need the TikTok live thing. Right, okay. Map here. What do we do? I think we do observation door, castle red door, green pit, jungle bomb. Suggestion. I think that could be quite fun. I think that could be fun. Okay. Flow. We've already had it at Savannah, I think. 2008. Right. Great flow. What a flow. Oh. I mean, that is just wonderful generation right there. That's quite cool. I like that. But I shall remove this one. And get myself a corner piece. Select. Give me a corner piece. The idea, so the idea I had is put bomb like here-ish, somewhere here. Put the red door here. Do this. Do this.
Slap the red door here.
The rockin' balls. That's not rockin' balls. Where's the rockin' balls? I'm not seeing it. What? Oh my god, wait. It can generate that? Hold on, what? The generator is surprising me today. Right, we did the red door here. We do a jungle red door. Rotate this here. Red door here. Screw it up. Doors. Dome. Forest. Forest. There we are. Red there. We put a connecting door here. And then we put a drop down. OMG Tetra, my honey bun bun. Why did I read that out? Why did I read that out? Any thoughts of ever making bank bathroom that's larger and more like a Seesaw style bathroom? Probably not. Because the thing is we want bank to really sort of... Bank's like the opposite of like... It's like the opposite of Seesaw. Bank is trying as hard as it can be to be original. And obviously it's good that there's similarities between levels. Like Ruins is pretty much office from factory. Like it's a 2-floor room. It's got open angles that can be viewed from by players. It's got things in it. It's basically office. And it's it can someone can look at both of those and go, oh yeah, okay, I know how to play this because I played on that before. But there's already a lot of that on Bang. So it's a bit like we need to create a lot of unique stuff for it, and there's a lot of unique stuff for it. You've got tellers, which is quite unique. There's things like security, which is very unique. Only tile sets have it. But then there's a lot of stuff that feels very similar. So like accounting feels very similar. Manager, manager, accounting, loans, they all feel very similar. Because it's all just like sort of one room that has cover. There's not much going on in it. It's quite a basic room. Whereas security is a bulletproof room. Like Teller. Or Seesaw Teller. But instead of a one-way door, it has a man-trap door. And it has also a teller hole, but it has a bigger teller hole. So there's a lot of stuff that goes from map to map. But I think bathroom is one of the ones that is unique to it, which is quite good. Got some cover. Let's do some lovely observation cover. My favorite cover to make, actually. You can do a lot of stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to nab something that Sando did once. What the hell? We're going off the fucking grid. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that girder. Give it to me. Give me the girder. Thank you. What the hell? Oh my, I hate these so much. Can't grab them. Right, there we are. We'll do a bit of that. Do a corner. When's all water fishing Gildan? So, do I have to apply in the new cadet again, even though I applied in the previous one? Or am I one now? You have to reapply. We are purging all cadets. All cadets are getting purged. It is a brand new system. Well, brand new. It's a similar system, but we're getting a brand new set of people. We're making it very open and accessible to new players, so we're going to have a lot of new players in, and we're going to use the last question on the form is how many hours do you have in the game, and so we're going to use that to determine who we need for certain playtests. Because right now we're working on training, and so what we want is we want newer cadets, and as in newer playtime wise, not as in new to the system. We want newer cadets to play the changes before experienced players, because we want to get the training down and figure that out before we go. I mean, we don't like the real reason we give it to experienced players is 1, so they can play it, and 2, because then they can go, here's what you've forgotten. Because realistically, if you're making a tutorial, you know, you don't want the experienced players. They're not as, you know, they're not needed as much as they as a unfloppy test or whatever. You know. So that's yeah. So if you are an ex-cadet, you will have to reapply. Is this? Am I stupid? There, that's centered. That took a long time. Damn, Gekka Brutal, you guys didn't have to execute the old cadets. What about their families? Well, we took them out back. Can we get a non-floppy Dawn playtest? It's not floppy. Alright, let's start button here. Button goes there, we grab you, we do a lot of rotation. Pretty floppy when I'm flashed. That's because you're flash. That's literally the design of a flashbang. Literally the design of how a flashbang works in this game. I do this actually. Fuck. Oh, there are shorter ones. I remember now. It should not take me 2 seconds of my gun to readjust to where I'm aiming, but that's the whole point. It gives you the funny aim. It gives you that sway. So it gives you that for literally every gun. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if you've done an auto. That shit when you're flashed. You ain't touching anything. What are your thoughts on adding a new utility item for defenders to allow them to break one wall tile? Single use sledgehammer. Do you think that'll ruin the balance of the game? I don't know. There's been the old devs like they had a long list of potential utility, and I think for a long time the thing that that was like the defender item that was going to be added fastest was going to be a gas mask for them. But I don't know. And then the defenders would have gas grenades, or the attackers would have gas grenades. I can't remember. But I don't know about a sledgehammer, because the problem is then you have issues like getting onto beach as a defender, which wouldn't be too good. So it might ruin a lot of stuff. But I don't know. It's always there's a lot of uncertainty. Because a lot of the time, observation will look out onto a beach, and so you know you destroy a wall and then you're on the beach, which would be a bit of an issue. Our love is like a town. Our love is like a tower. Could you do it map specific, like a Sledgehammer Kill House? Probably not, because of how, like, we need to then, like, you could just not get a Sledgehammer for an entire match. I feel like if you're going to add a utility item, you kind of got to have it for the whole thing. No?
Could you add a turret that looks specifically of a beach? Probably not, because the amount of shooting that would happen. Because you can like jump Peak Beach and ruins as well. There's a lot of weird edge cases for that.
Green Pit seems like a really hard free to take. Is there a way to remove the castle windows that face the pit? The thing is, there's not. Don't know why, but the person who made these never made a blocked off version, which is really annoying. So it's like it's this or nothing, which kind of sucks. Because I don't like these windows, but I can't do anything about it. Oh, what's that actually? Right, hold on. I've got an idea. I'm going to go to this quickly. I'm going to create something. Oh, what is this? What the hell are these? These exist? Okay, never mind. I don't have to create anything. If I duplicate that. And then do that. Does that line up? If I then move it up a bit. Problem is Z fighting. Oh, that works actually. I then need to remove the window indicator. And then go here and remove the window grated. There we are. Someone did make it. Could be based on bullet pen. Can I remove the AK could shoot through? True. Tetra, what if you made us a factory map with some cars instead of in the middle for cover? No! Because cars. Don't talk about cars here. Gunplay 2.0. Process. I'm going to take you back to a time where cars were horrible. Here we are. On these kill houses, this used to be a room called Parking Garage. Does it show off the room? No. Used to be a room called Parking Garage. It was basically a big old concrete box. Oh, you might see it here. Let's go back a bit. Hold on. Oh, it was there for a split second. It's literally there for like a split second. There. Okay. So, this room used to be... Oh, I might have a better version. Hold on. Hold a minute. Hold the phone. I have a better video to show this off. It was on an awful video I made ages ago. Did I delete it? Possibly. I know where it is. It's on my personal account. So I think I deleted it because it sucked. It was called. Oh, let's not leak all of that. What was it called? It was called the Kill House trailer. Yeah, it was a trailer for Kill House. It sucked. Full stop and comma to nudge. Oh, is it full stop and comma? Oh, I didn't realize that was. I thought it was J and K. And they changed it. Okay. Anyway, here's what Parking Garage I liked. So it was a big old concrete box with a bunch of cars in. Now, some of these cars have quite distinct hitboxes. Oh, but what? Let's have a little look at this bad boy over here. That is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Let's not leak all of that. Keeps on stream. Well, it's like my acting self-tapes. So it's not like I'm leaking NDA things. I'm just leaking me being cringe. And I do that already. So who cares? Yeah, it was a big old room filled with cars. And it didn't play very well. It was not short. It was massive. It was an absolute monstrosity of a room. It was massive. It had garage doors at one side. And it had cars. And these cars were awful to play off. Because you could shoot the glass on some of them. So it was a bit weird. Now, do I have gameplay of another time where cars were in the game? Possibly not, but DPL might. Height-wise? Height-wise, it's quite good. Oh, you mean height-wise? Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. I see what you mean now. DPL might have some. There used to be a room on Factory. Or a whole... So Factory used to basically... The goal for when Axum made factories is the goal was to make them... Is this it? Have I perfectly got it? This is one. But basically the idea... Oh, I remember this map. The idea was that each factory would have a different, like, big thing. So... So these used to be silo things. So these used to be 2F silo things with just silos as cover. Which weren't awful.
Pierce is going beach. So this
it's a
is
fun jungle. I remember this map. This was quite fun.
Good for this
Apart from this. That was...
But
Where is the factory that I want to talk about, though? Is it going to be on here? Or is it not? Let's skim through. That's a C-store. Old C-store was fun.
Get up.
Oh, this is Sway. There's no way Sway was this early. No, there's no way Sway was this early, right? This is quite a fun C-store. C-store used to be on threes. So each room used to have a minimum width of 3, which was nice. It was changed to 2s for some reason. So made the maps feel a bit bigger.
Get up into this top fridges area.
And this telly was great because you'd wall charge bathroom, open it up, and then
someone rotating from
the Atlanta side. Is this Sway? Or am I insane? OGI is still there.
Alrighty.
Yeah, never mind. That is dead solid. I thought I saw Sway. This is a factory. Is this one of them? No, this is a generator. That's a massive fucking catwalk. Jesus Christ.
Well, a little bit challenging to
Oh
aim
my
at
God.
that long distance and hit shots accurately.
That's crazy.
For the kill there. Although
the same factory. This is a different factory. No. Although, come on. Where's the cover? Where's the cover on this map? Is this a gen? I think it's a gen. Maybe it's not. Maybe it didn't happen yet. Sorry, this is a really long tangent for really nothing. What is this? G-Press's playoff. Let's go even further back, maybe. DPL Season 3, Week 1. Maybe here? Because I don't remember when I started playing. This, no, because that's, I think I played after this. Is this an info video?
Hi everyone.
Ah! continuing.
Get the
Um, I appreciate that you can draw on some proper design justifications even if you can't find the exact video. I'm trying to find it. Because there was a, what emo is that? I don't even know. There was, like, so it was, I could just explain what it was. It's called Assembly. And it basically was a long, okay, right. This is me casting. Please don't be me casting.
Which is quite strange, bringing both a war charge. Sorry, there are
Sounds so young.
drawings for a war.
I sound so young. Is this it? No. Is this one?
Any tricks? Hats out of the bag to get this map.
Who is this?
Well, it seems like
Who am I casting with? Breakout or Sick? Who was I casting with here? Oh, this person. Twin.
We'll see what Bill will
I'll
fix.
go.
Oh yeah, they've highlighted.
Is this the same one? Right, I'm gonna have to go to. Hold on. This is a really long way of explaining it. Lights off.
Howdy, everyone. Due Process is finally getting those that have the game.
Here it is. So basically, it was these things with cars on them, and you had like upper bits and bottom bits with like bulletproof glass. And then sometimes you had like bits that would connect it and would have upper bits with bulletproof glass. There's too much bulletproof glass for it to be like a factory, I felt. Is this one? No. Don't know. They were cool at the time. Anyway, let's go back to making this map. That was a massive tangent. Anyway, back to the map making. I quite like this map. This map's quite cool. Ruin Pass, post Ruin Pass. I think this map's done. I think that's why I kind of gave up on talking. Because I'd say this is pretty done. Put bomb here. Call it a day. There we are. I think that's quite a cool diffuse spot. We drag power over to this side of the map. We put it. No, let's not put it. Let's put it here. Let's not put it next to button, because then you can have colossal counterplay. Bomb on water bridge. Where's the water bridge though? Are those assets still in the project? I think so. Let me type assembly into assembly. Okay, so these were things I made. Because a long time ago, I was trying to make rooms for a factory rework. So I wanted to bring assembly back. And so instead of cars, I made it out of pipes, which I thought was quite cool. So these were, and you'd walk across the pipes. But I needed to get them generating correctly. And I can't remember if I did get them generating correctly. They were quite cool, I felt. I think that's quite a cool thing. A window between obs and bombs ruins, perhaps? Oh, I just closed Unity. Oops. So a window between obs and bomb. Like here? And bomb ruins, perhaps. Ah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I like your idea. Problem is, there's no windows. There's just doors. But it's technically a window, right? That's a window. Do a bit of this, do a bit of that. Let's get rid of this little pot here. It's gone. And there we are. That's the level done, I want to say. For framing some ramps and stuff. Exactly. Like, it would be for like... So the idea would be we'd have those assembly things. So the big, like, things... The big square things. That was the goal of it. But I tried to bring back some old rooms. What's this? So yeah, it'd be these. So I tried my best at making something. But basically it'd be this. This would generate... nothing. This would try and generate a staircase up to it. And then basically the idea was that you'd put it would generate as well. I didn't get very far with it, but it would generate on top. Here, let me turn on snap. So on top it has these pink nodes. So on top it would generate some crates on top. So it would generate some things on top. So you'd have a cover on top, and then it'd be connected via these things. So these would go from like one of these to the other. It would be like this, and then you'd have that. That was the goal, but I didn't get very far because it didn't work. Yeah, I think I called it, yeah, Jerry or big area of play is what I called it. Oh yeah, having a mechanical room, having like a room with a bunch of smaller props that were like working on things in a factory. These older rooms are actually pretty cool. If they could be added back in some way or used in a map over something, I think a lot of variety. Yeah, I really wanted Factory to have some cool rooms. What else I trying to add? I think those were the two ones that I wanted to add. At least I tried to. I want to make a nice big cool catwalk again. Conveyors is a nice room now. I like conveyors. Deprecated. What we got? Generator's always fun. I brought back generator in a nice way, I felt. That's crazy. Docks. Yeah, I tried to bring back some nice, get out of here, Epic Games. Especially with other maps. So like Kill House. I tried a lot of things with Kill House, but I ended up just going back to how it was because it worked. This is, I see, that's not what I thought it was. Red doors and free are both bottlenecks at the drawbridge. Half. Yeah, I know. But the thing is they get so much from Castle. Because Castle isn't just the doorway. That's the thing. Castle isn't just the gate, the drawbridge. It's also the line of sight. So it could be that we do double door here. But that then gets, see the reason, so if we do double door, if I move this to here and then add another door here, the problem is now is that then I have no way of getting players up to this area to use peaks and use the windows. So I feel like it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's kind of like a what, I don't know, it's a weird one. Because it's like, what is the correct answer there? And I don't think there is a correct answer on how to make this map any a different way. Is there an angle they can play from mobs that isn't seen by a castle window and can still see the drawbridge? This can be seen. This all the way back can be seen. This can be seen. So no, there's not an angle they can play that isn't seen by the obs. It's all seen by castle. So the castle tiles not have an independent bridge piece that looks like the floor parts of the rampart. What? Oh, I see what you mean. No, it doesn't. It has a ramp. Well, it doesn't have a ramp. You can make a ramp with it though. Use this generic A, and then it's got a bridge. Pipe bridge. That is not what it is. Is it bridge? Let's just put fort. Here it is. This is what the bridge looks like. But this is placed manually by me. I will place this in like, if I want to make it go into water, I just place this like there. See, what we could do is we have this. It's like we could... Problem is, it's the doorway. But we've seen that there are other weird bits of dome that now exist. Outer corner. Merlin. Problem is, it'd be great to have this without the door frame. Because then we could do some sick things. Problem is, the doorway's there. Which sucks. I might have to do some work off stream to get that in a nice way. Dome walls. Yeah, because it'd be nice to have like this top bit without this bottom bit. But again, that is impossible. Unless we do, hold on. This could be cool. Hold on a minute. Let's get this, the blasted version. Let's select it actually, because then we can do something like this, and then we can do this, and then we do this, and then we do this. And then do this, do that. What else it gets? Explosion wall. Is that that's the thing. Breach target. If I enable this. So that's just that. What? How does this work? Problem is though is that now that can't be, like, these can't be blown up anymore, these two walls here, if I do that, which is a problem. This is quite hard. I could put some planks over it, to be honest. That could be the way forward. It would be nice to have like a designated thing. I'll see what I can do about it. If there's anything that I can do to make it look nice. I always forget. Does that... I think that does work as a staircase. It's always confusing. This is accessible though from both sides, so this isn't there. Oh. Planks. Got some D-Day ones. Could use some D-Day ones. That could be quite cool. See what we can do with this. D-Day planks. There they are. It's in castle, yes. See, do these have collision as well? That's something I'm worried about. Don't know if these have collision or not. See, that just looks a bit awful. No? That looks awful. Unless I... Hold on, I have an idea. We do it the other way around. We do this. Oh, that's the wrong way. It's just hard that there's no flank space that you would normally get with a mid-map pit or a larger base. That's true. But I think that this will play out. Like, the thing is you've got a lot of space in the left side of the map. The right side of the map is powerful. So this is the thing. The right side of the map is powerful because we've got Because of castle. Okay, what if we if I do this? What if we do this, get rid of this. Bye-bye. Do about this. Put you on grid again. Grab you, grab you, grab you. Move you over here. Delete. Not delete this actually, move this over. Like so. And then slap a door here. Dome. Castle. Castle, a powerful defensive fortress. Observation. Survey the area and keep an eye on the competition. Pit. There we are.
There we are, it's made it a bit better. Run some rhythms, man. What?
What does that mean? Okay, one moment. I'm back. I've also realised there's been no music for a long time. Play some instruments. Oh. Yeah. I just paused my music. Play some instruments. I can't play instruments now. Plank bridge from castle to ops, perhaps? No, there's not enough space. No. No. Maybe a water rock the defense have if they jump out of orbs by Xeragos. No. That then is adding way too many angles. That is Abbott receiver. That is just too much. Did you see C's playing the other day? Yeah, I did. He was great. He reached out to me on Twitter. We gave some keys. Ozzy hopped on stream with him. I had a little chat with him. It was all quite fun. All quite fun. Now, where does truck goes here? Truck goes there. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Hey, Mikey, I'm gonna ask you a question. Where were you in the year 2008? Where did that go? Oh. Dream was fun to watch. Yeah, yeah. It was good. It was a fun old time. I was sleeping though. I watched as much as I could. I watched about 30 minutes of it and then fell asleep. And because I'm Gen Z, I've watched a lot of CD and the Third and played a lot of Fortnite. See, the thing is, I want to block this up, but it feels wrong to block up the green door because it's good info. But it also means that defenders get info, so get blocked up. Have you guys ever put a beach in the middle of the map where the rest of the map sort of wraps around it? Not really, because we need the beach for the green. But you never know. You never know. So it's
supposed to make you happy, you know. Enjoy it, you know.
Right, that is a dome made. What should we make next? What did the poll say? C-store. This is a song for Cammy, right? It is. Next. Sister time. Temple as big as central area could maybe be fun. See, Voxel did a lot of that for. Voxel likes doing big. What the fuck happened here? What the fuck just happened? This is quite fun. Ooh, hold on. This is a fucking awesome gen. Holy shit, let's do this. This is a fucking awesome gen. The Schlong bathroom. The Schlong. The long way around. Okay. I need to gen everything. Yeah, the telescope lick already popped up. I really like this. I like the fact that entrance has a regular wall next to it. Means you can do some fun things. Means that if I put storage green, you can take bathroom, take teller, open up teller, and then wall charge into liquor. I think it's going to be... Where are we putting bomb? That's a real question. That is the real question. Which I'm afraid of. Right. Storage as always is generated way too many things. This. Rotate this. Slap another door here. Oh, I didn't grab the floor. Yes, and simile. I wish it back to me. The terror, the lies in me. Please, baby. So you're the guy that anything else has to fix the levitating dumpster on C-Store? There's a levitating dumpster on C-Store? Where's the levitating dumpster on C-Store? Red door there. See, look. It's not me that does it. It's not me that does these backwards red doors. It's the fucking editor. It's the editor, I swear. Please, the editor, I swear. Ooh, actually. I do a green door there. I do a freezer door here. I rotate. No, I can't rotate that. I can though. I can disable these, sorry. Promise it's not me, it's the editor. You saw it. And it's surprisingly only C-Store. Like if I'm gonna place a red door. So why is that worked? So that's worked. But I did that backwards. And then if I do this. I don't like it. I don't like it. Right. The thing is though, is where does red door go? Bathroom? Feels too easy though. Because I think it thinks shed is indoors. Possibly. But it's happening to other things. Although it's happening a lot to shed things. So it could be that shed. It takes priority of doing shed. Like I think it's a shed door rather than an arcade door. That could be the issue. Okay, go here, we're gonna here, we're gonna go here. freezer. It's outside. The large one. This one here? Because there's one here that isn't in my control. Well, I mean, it could be. But technically, it's not. Ugh. I think it's just arcade. I think arcade is just the issue. I'm gonna blame arcade. What are you doing? It also like small bottles in the way. Of course it doesn't. Right. Blue double doorway from arcade to liquor. See, it could be, but the thing is I usually, as a map maker, do arcade blue doors into storefront or teller. I don't usually do it to liquor because it, thematically wise, it's like, which C-store owner is going, please children from the arcade, come and buy some liquor? Probably no one. But does it make more sense? Does it make more sense gameplay wise? Probably. Because it means there's no kick, so there's no dead Argus on kick. Not sure the kids from the arcade should be given an easy access to liquor store. Exactly. Door from entrance corner to liquor. See, that is a good shout. The thing is, though, I kind of wanted this to be a wall charge opportunity. But that could work. Having a door here. Gotta move this out of the way. So it doesn't get nuked. Like, also, beer keg at the corner. It's so funny to kill some wine specialists around the world. Are you guys working on the procedure generation to need less and less human assistant, or are we just doing it manually forever? So it's procedure generated. Like, let me check what Postroom does. Postroom going to do something? Sometimes it does something. It should generate the exterior, which should bug because I've spawned red doors early. It's already pretty automated. It's like, so we like to say it's like 99% there. And then we've fixed 1%, i.e. that. It's actually done not too bad of a job on that exterior. But yeah, it's like 99% there. It will generate pretty much everything in the map. I just place the doors. Do you usually place the bomb last, or do you already have an idea where it will go? I usually have an idea where it will go, but it's sometimes... it might change based on how I feel about the map. Like, for example, here, if we were to leave it up to the generator, that's... not too sure about that one. It's a very stupid question. Are these procedure generated maps are made by someone? I always think that there is a tool that it is a tool. So, hold on, let me place the bomb. Slap it down there. Let's do a little slapperoo there. And then let's save it. Oh, and let's change power location. So as you can see, the generators are sometimes very slow. Let's do a freezer power. Perfect. Right. And then let's save that. Lighting. Portable loadouts. What is this name going to be called? Sinful Scepter. Love that name. And then we just got to find the location for the truck, which is always the hardest part of C-Store. I hate finding truck location on a C-Store. This thing sucks so much. Right, I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to grab a dumpster. Dumpster. And I'm going to slap the dumpster here. so that there is stuff blocking it. Oh no, we're gonna have to rotate it. There we are. And then we slap this here as well. Can you see that? No, we're good. Perfect. Okay, so. Oh. Yeah, you need something to select what kind of door to fit. It should figure theming at its end. Like, no. No manually picking freezer door, etc. Yeah, I mean, that's like. So right now we're. Let's make a kill house. Kill house is probably the most automated kill house level. Well, Sista's pretty automated. There we go. So, how this works. Basically, it's pretty much 99% there. So if we... So basically, these buttons here, I've got 9 buttons. 9 or 10 if we include the save. But I've got 9 amazing buttons. So here we are. This will generate the walls and tiles stated by the lovely button. So this will generate the layout. So here we are. So we've got a map here, which is actually not too bad. This is not too bad of a map, I'd say. I quite like this. So we'll continue generating this map. So we've generated the thing. We'll generate the pre-room. So the pre-room in this map will just generate the truck. It changes on per tile set. These buttons aren't concrete per thing. They can be customized to whatever we want. So Centerpiece doesn't do anything. Centerpiece doesn't do anything. Flow does something, I believe. Wonderful. And now let's room pass it. Have you guys ever experimented with procedural door placement? I don't think the team has before because it's something that's so hard to get right. It's so hard to get right because it's like you need to figure out the flow of a map because a map flow is very important. So it's kind of like how do you get how do you get the computer to figure out how, if this flows well or whatever. I've never played this far back, but I heard that the 2-story kill house layout at one point. Any plans to bring that back? Not currently. It could come back in the future. Who knows? But there's a lot of stuff that we want to work on before bringing anything tile set wise back. So for example, this wall here, it's a bit, this room, it's a bit poo. You've got good stuff going on, but not enough to like it needs a bit extra. It needs a bit extra this room. So we're gonna add a bit extra to the room. We'll add this actually. We'll grab some of this. So yeah, so you have to be sure the pattern's perfect. Yeah, so we can generate a bunch of different patterns and different layouts and go, yeah, okay, this is quite fun. We like this. And then stick with it. And then there are some that, we go, okay, well, that just isn't going to work as a map. And so we'll just regenerate. We'll just go, hey, computer, spit out another one for us, please. I don't. AI generated doors, machine learning. Well, yeah, machine learning is obviously an easy way to do it. But it's like we don't have the resources to do machine learning right now. So right now is, as you see, it generates pretty much 99% of the map. Like it's generated all the cover. Generated all the cover. Just some things that I would fix, like I'd move this wall to be sort of useful. Maybe add another office thing here in the corner to give it a bit of life. Oh my god, that was a voice crack. To give it a bit of life. Maybe do this, slap another one here to make this feel more alive. Although that's bugging a bit, so no, we won't do that. Can you edit the external walls from what the generator generates? Are you making the entrance on C-Store? So expanding rooms is really hard because there's a lot of things that that you don't see that there's a lot of things that you don't see that are getting generated as well. So for instance, all of the so we'll also add a couple of these here. So there's things like because all of our maps are baked. So hold on, let me turn on snap. Let me turn on some layers for you. Snap. So these all get destroyed and bake. What else do we want? I think this is just it. And then if I go here and I go to this, and I go to this, probes, lights. We've got a bunch of light nodes, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. There's like geometric volumes and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that isn't shown here. So we got. Oh, let me turn on hitboxes. OGO? Or is it on? Oh, I don't know. Nope. I don't know what it's on. Anyway. But the idea is that these need to be replaced as well if you decide to expand a room. And so it's a bit hard to do some certain things. But 99% of things we can do, just not expanding. So we're going to do this. I'm going to make this a blue cinder block. Because this will be fun. If I do this, I go concrete, and concrete, and then we do that, and then we slap the door there, and we slap the door there, slap a red door there, and then we slap a red door in here, and then we slap a door to hall here, and we slap a door into office there. There we are. And so that's pretty much all the doors. For all those lockers almost getting you a TOS moment. Oh, yeah, they are. That's not good. Let's edit that. I want this to be, let's get rid of that. And then 5. 8. There we are, 8. There we are. And all of these can be moved up a tad. There we are. I've made that worse, haven't I? Hall has no doors. Hall has doors. What do you mean Hall has doors? Hall has doors. And we put another door here. So Hall is designed to be a nexus of doors. So that means that it has a bunch of entrances and a bunch of exits as it connects to pretty much every door on the map. Would be nice if you had the ability to draw in some basic rooms, like in The Sims, and just bit around. That would be very nice. That'd be an awesome thing to have. But sadly, no, we don't have the ability to do that, which is annoying. But hey ho. There's always some fun things we can do. With it. Won't be like this forever. Yeah, animate cover. When Vault show up on Killhouse, is that placed by you guys or rest chance to get generated? Sorry, I forgot to answer that question before. It's a small chance to get generated. If you look here, Vault, it's actually quite high. So you either get so extra rooms is sort of a room that will sway on how the map's played, is how I think about it. Apart from bathroom. So you have courtyard, larger, and breezeway, which are all really small chance happen. Or you've got vault, hall, bathroom, or pillbox. And so these can spawn and they cannot. So it might not even decide to spawn one of these rooms. But if it does, it has a chance to pick these 3 before the other ones. So it'll be a vault, a hall, bathroom, all that. They use some destructible light fixtures, so no switch, just choice to make it dark. See, the thing is that was a thing that we had before, but the thing was that it made the game so unbalanced. Defenders would just shoot lights out, and it was just there was no defense against it. It was just awful. It just made every room dark, and it just wasn't fun. So we ended up removing it because it was just too broken. Let's slap this bomb in the corner. Sitting in the corner, playing a recorder. There we are. Ric Flair. Done. I think that's a finished map. What is this called? Mighty Vox is what we're gonna call it. Just like that. Oh, woo! So Kill House is very easy to place truck for because Patio can't be shot at by defenders. So I basically just do this and be fine. Which is good. But C-Store is really hard because of shutters. It basically means you can't put... There's already one cardinal direction where you can't place bomb. Can't place truck because the south side is completely shutters. So you can't place it there. Alright, what have we done? Haven't done a bank. Let's do a bank and then that shall be it for the stream. And we've done every single map. So Enforcer's having strong flashlight and maybe some way to throw torch didn't help. Interesting. Yeah. Let me pull up. Let's see if I have any clips of this. Because obviously there was all the way back in alpha you could shoot out lights. And so I think a lot of people were quite sad that you couldn't.
Shield is stuck.
This is old. Ooh, that is old. Here's the alpha. There is Pion, ex-community manager. Can you wall charge into the kill bots? I've never tried. You cannot. No.
Okay, 3, 2,
Axum. The game was very different back here. The game was very, very different back here. So they just turn off lights. Lights were so dark. So imagine this, but they didn't need to turn out the lights. Just a bit crazy. It's all a bit mental. It's very dark. This is an Aussie clip. This is an Aussie clip. I didn't even realise. Aussie went from, like myself, being a player to joining the team. Line of sight. Is this another Aussie clip? Did Aussie just submit about 17 clips? No, he didn't. Aussie's on the team though. See, I thought this was quite cool. I thought having not the top down, but the like 45-degree angle on the map was quite cool. I think somehow Aussie has managed to sneak into this clip again. Still wondering why the PK57 didn't get renamed to the PK45 and they replaced it with the P90 with the P25. That's true. Do you keep track of attack versus defender win rates on each tile set? Curious to know how they stack up. I wish we did. So basically what happened was a lot of data was saved on tile sets and stuff like that, and map percentage and everything. And the entire database got so big that if you try and open it, it just crashes. It's like in like a month it got to 2 terabytes big, and they had to stop. Like they had to stop recording the data because it's too much. It's on the topic of lights explored further. It's barely used in games. See, I think at a casual level it's not used in games, but there is some really good usage of. Let me see. Pion's play of the week. Is it a Pion's play of the week? There are some cool plays.
Hey
There,
everyone, I'm
this is Rise.
over a lot.
There's some cool plays that you can do as a at the high tier that no that due process. There's some high high tier plays. Is it? Please don't be this. Please don't be a Revenant video. Please, please, for the love of God, please. Please don't be a Revenant video that I'm quoting. Oh, I think it is actually, because I think it's the same video. I think it's the lights out video. Lights out video. So we're gonna have to go to the lights out video just because
There's no escape. Try doing that
I need
and
to
rotating
watch. I need this clip.
C-store shutters.
Okay, so here we are. Tarkov has described lights and unsurprisingly quite annoying. Yeah, it is. So this is like, so GB here on the right hand side. Oh, you can't see this. Let me turn off the banner quickly. So GB here on the right hand side were for the long time a very dominant team, some of the best on the team. And we have on the left hand side the base department, who are also really good at the game.
Or can suddenly
And so here we have
from being an
a
attacker
teller. So hold on, let's show the map. Just so you can have context of what's going on. So here we've got a storage with lights in. We've got a red door that goes to arcade to teller. So basically what GB are trying to do is they're going to blow arcade. They're going to blow down here. And then they're going to push into arcade and flick the teller button to then gain storefront control. Rather than waste a wall charge.
being able to cycle the shutters.
So they see that arcade's
inside
blown.
The teller's booth. You can see how with dome.
And so they
when attackers
they
make
delay a bit. They delay with
more high-level
molotovs.
play, but I urge all
And
of
as
you to
soon
learn
as they
this.
come in,
When
lights are off.
attackers make a clear effort to breach into or access the teller's room to open the shutters, hit the power. If the map looks like it might be easy for Argus to find a way into the teller's booth, plan to have a defender sit at the breaker, protect it, and cycle it when necessary. Okay, but what if you're the attacker? This is where the incredible mind
We'll
games
listen to
and
Revenant
process
for a
come into
moment.
play. If you think that the defender team will stop you from accessing shutters, bait them into turning power off for you. Bring NVGs, and instead of fully committing to going inside the cramped teller's room, rotate your allies somewhere else and go for a lights off play. If the defenders
That is very true. So here, basically, they stopped the attackers from gaining teller control and flick lights so that tellers is no longer accessible and they're forced to do this chokehold. And then Revenant there says that a good tip as well is what you can do is you can bait the attackers, you can bait the defenders into turning off the lights by blowing teller to then go MVGs. And then you don't need to do anything. But yeah. Anyway, let's get to banking. Let's turn the banner back on. Oh. Dude, Murta was so cracked. He was an old man. He was an old man. Thanks for doing these streams. It really see the around the map making. It makes the game feel alive, seeing active dev on it. Thank you very much. Good luck with the rest of the map making. I'm going to head out. Thank you very much, GK Killzone, for hopping in. I appreciate the support. Oh, I did this wrong. Like crazy idea. Blinding floodlight that enforcers can move and drop on ground. Large enough to cast some decent, not too wide beam in factory. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a cool idea, I think, on paper. It's just, how does that... Because the thing is, right now, is lights out is quite bright. So it's quite easy to see for attackers that don't have MVGs. So I feel like if you were... Lights out before the Future Wind update was like definitive win. Mandatory dark lights are a nice touch. Yeah, true. I think there's a lot of things that you can do with lights that could be quite fun. Oh, I don't like this map. I don't like this one. I think that maybe like if you were to create an item that is like a floodlight for a team, I think you give it to defenders, just because they are forced to play with flares. They have the they're on the back foot when it comes to lights, because they don't have much of a reason to flick lights other than, like we see, to counter like a castle push or a telepush. So I think there's things that we could maybe give defenders that mean that it's easier for them to play, or not easier, but more variety in play around lights. In Alpha, Killhouse used to have more powerful E-lights. See the idea, but we find if we drop a gun on the floor with the flashlight on as a light source. Is that possible? I thought that, well, not like crazy light source, but I think it emits a bit. I want to say it emits a bit. Why is it generating a volt like this? Did I change volt? Oh, I did. I did. Volt. And we get a Silith factory that can... See, that was planned, I think. I think Axum, when he was working on factory, was trying to make that a thing. But just didn't end up, just didn't work. Just didn't work. Which is a shame. Which is a shame. Moving platforms in a game that didn't come with them sounds like a disaster. Yeah, I think a little bit. It's a little bit disaster to it. I think it's definitely some like to it, but not too bad. Head gear for defender, infrared flashlight to blind MVGs. That would be pretty cool. I think the goal was to have. There's a, before the game died and we took control of the game, there was a oh, I don't like this. I don't like these maps. There was a I'm trying to think of the word. There was a branch of the game that was called the director's cut, and so it was Bard's own creation. It was a bunch of stuff that he would want to see in the game that probably wouldn't ever make it in due to some things, and there were some good things. And one other thing was rather than full color or green MVGs, it was a full white MVG, which was pretty cool. But I don't think matched the style. I think there was this just doesn't have a vault. Where's the vault? This is a vaultless bank. Actually, maybe this bank can have a little cafe so I can get coffee and a pastry box passed down the door. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see what we can add to it. I'm gonna try. I need to get access to this fucking Twitch because I want to do stuff for the stream and like be like, oh look, we've got some cool things, but I can't because of the stupid thing. Giant Enemy Crab Corp. Enter device from mobile phone, but that doesn't exist. That's the problem. That's the problem. More resources. How do I say that? How do I say that my account's been stolen? How can I do that? Can I just say that my account's been stolen? Affiliate program. Stolen account. This is an illegal gen. Password reset. Use email instead. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Continue. Password reset, but I still need 2FA if I password reset, no? Does anyone... The high winners and bank feel like a waste opportunity ever since the entrance. Ever since the acceptive entrance. Is there anyone on defender side beneath them? True. Oh, let's... Oops. If I send a password reset, do I need 2FA? Do I have access to that email? That's another thing. Don't think I do. Sign in with... Is this map good? No. This map's quite good, though. Yeah, let's do this map. Let's do this one. Logins, common... Nope. That is not what the... Oh, that's the login for that. Okay, right. Let's delete all of these vents. Hell yeah. Let's get rid of them. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, a subs with some glass on loans could be cool. Like as in replacing these with like these. That could be quite cool actually. Hold on. If I do this and this. And do that. I like your thought. Let's replace this actually. Let's slap a breachable in. Does it still generate? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. I need to make it generate these. If I, hold on, I've got a great idea. If I make it one of the big red buttons, turn into a wall and door generator. Just hear me out on that one. Hear me out on that one. Oh, okay, that's fault. No, thank you. You shall go here. So generate fine. Green door is going to be entrance. Red door is going to be here. And then red door is also going to be here. Great. Then we get rid of these some more. I think I've done these way too early. But oh well. Done the doors way too early. It's going to delete it. It's going to spawn a thing above them all. Because of course it is. Because I love the level gen. Free room. Slap a door there. Slap a door into Telar. Oh. Whoa. And then we're all good. Free room. Centerpiece.
Does map gen specifically not place vents in the middle? Or they block the passing without a turtle? Like I totally see them going into servers. Going over servers into bathroom.
Vents are 2-floor, so they will appear at the top. So they will appear like here. They'll appear like at the top half of a door, of a wall. So like if I replace this with the thing you get out of, this is the vent that you get out of. So they go like around the top of this. So they can't go through walls and whatever. They have to follow the same rules as other things. And they won't, so they generate in all the negative space. So basically, Bank does a boundary check on north, south, east, and west. And it will basically send them all along the edge of it. Here, and then it will fill everything in a black thing that you'll see in a sec. Fill them with a filler bit in just a moment. Once all of that's done, centerpiece, flow, room pass. We just gotta wait for it to room pass. Oh, room passed. Yeah, probably would make map much less readable. Yeah, that's another thing. Readability, specifically for new players, because our game is quite hard to learn for new players. If you didn't already know, I want to make the line start here. It's gonna be a pointless line. This is what the British like. It's what we like. Pointless cues. Other than that, counting is going to be where Vault is. So this is kind of useless. Because Vault's going to be here. It's going to swing out the left side. Get rid of that wall. Go there. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Go like button in hall here. Bottom side of hall. There we are. Wonderful. And then we just do a bit of this. We get rid of this. Great. Do a bit of this, do a bit of that. It's looking all good. We grab this. Just add a cheeky one here, just so that there's cover. There we are. And then do post room. Do a bit of lighting. Post room should generate all the filler. Should make sense to what I've been saying over the last 2 minutes. Hello, Mr. Dev. The lion says hello. Hello, King of Hell, Dad. Hello. 'Tis I, one of the devs. What is this? Last week there were bank maps with a vault that actually blocks the door frame. Neat. Could be something like a trade-off opening vault. Yes. So I think here, if I were to make this one of those, you would need a doorway here to tell her. But that then makes the hall button push too easy. So I think this won't be one where that happens. But that's fine. Not every bank has to have a doorway block off thing. Little thing. Is parkour on a due process map ever intended? Probably not. But I am happy with parkour on maps because it's quite fun. I think parkour on due process maps is a fun feature. It's like, it's kind of the point of the game. It's like, we give you these maps. They're procedure generated. They're going to have issues. That's just how procedure generation works. So, go ahead and break them. Go break them. Loadouts. Chariot Mongoose. I like the name of that. That's the map. That is the map. Let's save it. Yes, do a bit of saving. Do a bit of saving, yeah. Do a bit of saving, yeah. Saving, yeah. Clear the mid-ground. Clear that mid-ground. Move these back a bit. Like so. Move this over. And move this one over. And then we're done. That's it. So that's the map. That is the map done. Save. As if actually we're really along north-south generally catwalk, we can jump on the railing to a high crate. Not actually a great position, but it's fun. Exactly. It's quite fun to find those little parkour spots. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm free. Let's move these over here. Do a cheeky save, and then that's it. Thank you all for joining me on this lovely stream. I should be doing this more often. But until next time, goodbye.
S61, I'm receiving at 39. 75 Frank. Go forward.